Because they're like, Microsoft is going to have a monopoly on gaming. Like, I mean, alright. I'm a Microsoft fan. Or at least I like them better than PlayStation. And I can admit, Xbox fucking sucks. Like, they literally need the studios. You can't call them monopoly when they're literally like in last place. And I mean last place, like behind Nintendo. What does it say now? Xbox sucks, European Union, blah blah blah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So, Phil Spencer, the head of Microsoft right now, or not Microsoft, maybe the Xbox division, whatever the fuck he is, he's like, Xbox is in a bad place, but like, gamers don't want exclusives. That's not what's gonna bring Xbox back. It's about the live service we provide to our customers. Like, what are you, or are you smoking crack, you fucking moron? What do you mean exclusives don't fucking bring a company? Nintendo thrives only on exclusives. Do you think people buy a third-party game on Nintendo, less superior hardware? The only reason you would do such a thing is to play the game portable, and that's probably only if you already have the fucking Xbox, PlayStation, or fucking PC ports of it first. I mean, honestly, one of the most stupidest fucking things I've ever heard a man say, at least when it comes to the console wars. And the man's a fucking CEO.
Yeah, that's
like
that's
one of the
pretty
companies.
shit take.
It's fucking stupid. Don't get me wrong, I think Game Pass was the idea. Game Pass is cool. But Game Pass is not gonna save Microsoft unless you don't want to make consoles anymore. And guess what? Just say you don't want to fucking make consoles anymore. Honestly, they just want to be a streaming service like Netflix at this point. They really don't want to make consoles. And I said this in a video on someone else's YouTube channel. Is that nobody hates Microsoft or Xbox fanboys more than Xbox themselves. Because they don't have any fucking IPs, and the ones they do have, they do not quality control them to make sure they're good. I mean, look at fucking Halo Infinite. That's supposed to be their flagship franchise, and yeah, the campaign was great. Don't get me wrong, we're playing it right now. But they gave a fuck less about the multiplayer, and they gave more of a shit about the shop.
Yeah. Normally, like, I don't mind microtransactions, because, I mean, we had that discussion, that tea discussion a while ago.
We're teleporting out of here, we're not walking.
They did a shit fucking job with this shop.
No, I could forgive the shop. If only, oh, hey, we didn't get the Spartan core over here, I don't think. Let me check.
Not if it's over here.
Well, it's not in this section, dummy. Okay, I could forgive the microtransactions. I really could. But they focus more on the microtransactions in the game. Like, do you remember what the difference between the Halo Infinite beta and Halo Infinite was? Like, what the actual differences was between them? Can you tell me?
No.
I can. It was, 2 maps. That was the difference between the beta and the full game, was 2 multiplayer maps. Because, like, when I was playing Halo Infinite, the beta, I'm like, okay, it's a beta, so when the full game releases, we're going to have the full experience. And then come to find out that was basically the full fucking experience. Do you know how goddamn angry I was?
Well, I do now.
And the maps weren't even good.
The only one that I really enjoyed in the beta was Bazaar. Bazaar was fun.
Yeah, yeah. What was the DLC map? There's that fucking Normandy Beach map, the one that, you know, the snipers that we hate playing Stronghold on.
Yes.
And there was a 4v4 map. I
don't
remember what it was.
We tried to get this one. This is the one that's in the cave that we can't get into yet.
Oh, you're fucking right, bud. You're right. Oh, that's right. We said we was going to go
As soon as I got up here and saw the construct, I knew it.
Excavation site. Well, guess what? Okay, excavation site. So that means we're going to go get some more hogs with some marines on it, but...
yeah.
But anyway, so, because they wanted to focus more on the store, and they're like, well, we're going to make our money on the store. Okay, how about, I know this is going to sound crazy, especially from a fucking non-business person, but, like, why not take a loss on Halo Infinite, like, release it for free, make it part of Game Pass to make Game Pass have value, and give, like, don't fucking put in microtransactions. Yeah, you're going to take a loss on that, but guess what you're going to get? It's good fucking will. And guess what? Goodwill matters. If you just say, well, goodwill doesn't make money, guess what loses money? Fucking bad will. How do you think Xbox lost the fucking the Xbox One generation, whatever the fucking generation that was? How do you think they lost it? They burned all their goodwill with everybody by making the shit expensive, by putting always online DRM on it, by saying you can't fucking trade your games because it's locked into a console, some stupid shit like that. Yeah, that's what killed the Xbox One. That's literally what killed the Xbox One. It was fucking bad relations between its customer base. So why don't you do something to make good relations with your customer base? Guess what? Bethesda had good relations with its customer base, and they could occasionally get shit on because overall they had goodwill with them. And it wasn't until fucking Elder Scrolls Online back-to-back with Fallout 76 is why people stopped caring about Bethesda. Because, I mean, Skyrim wasn't a perfect game. That game was glitched beyond all hell. But guess what? People enjoyed the bugs. So that was part of the charm. Because the company had so much goodwill with its player base that people could forgive the shit. I mean, alright, look at CD Projekt Red. Everyone was willing to eat shit just to play fucking Cyberpunk without even seeing the game being played. You want to know how no one knows what the game was about? Because anytime I ask anybody, because they'd say, oh man, Cyberpunk's going to be great. Cool, what's it about? Okay, it's like the board game. I never played the board game, so what's it about? Well, it's like it takes place in a dystopian future. But yeah, what do you do in the fucking game? And guess what, Choka? No one could fucking tell me what you could do in the game. But everyone was so goddamn excited about it. Why? Because it came from a publisher that people trusted.
Hey, Chief.
That's a good point. I never thought about it quite that way, but yeah, that makes sense.
Like, people ate shit on that game. I remember seeing one fucking post where some dude was coping so hard, he's like, guys, alright, Keanu Reeves in the game. You could drive the nightlife with Keanu Reeves. CD Projekt Red didn't have to do that for us, but they did. So maybe give them a little bit of slack. Like, the dude was coping because Keanu Reeves was in the goddamn game. That's how much dick he was willing to swallow because that company had so much goodwill with him. Now, granted, they burned all their goodwill with everyone because of Cyberpunk, but people were willing to eat shit just to fucking play that game because how much goodwill they had with the Witcher series.